luck in, Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense will be first on the attack. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Huskies are on the move. The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the hole.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here's the handoff. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten. And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Coleman. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's picked off. That's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies offense will start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So now it's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And turning it on!
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He'll do it himself. Makes one-man miss. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Pressure coming. Still looking on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Otten. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll get him stopped just short. End zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're...
He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought... For a nice game. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it completely.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew. And they get the fourth down conversion.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a... There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well,
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Husky. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.